The sky tore open, giant ships sleek and silver descended. Panic flooded the planet, no one was prepared. Cities crumbled under alien beams. Militaries scrambled, outmatched and overwhelmed. The world watched in terror. We were being invaded. The first wave hit major cities, New York, London, Tokyo, gone in minutes. Communications fell. Governments toppled. Humanity was fractured, leaderless and terrified. The invaders were relentless, their technology far advanced. We were outmatched. Survivors emerged from the rubble. Soldiers regrouped, forming pockets of resistance. Scientists, hidden in bunkers, began analyzing the alien technology. Every scrap, every transmission was a clue. We had to understand them to survive. Hope was a fragile thing, but we clung to it. The will to fight, to survive, burned bright. Humanity had faced extinction before. We would face it again. The spirit of defiance, once ignited, is not easily extinguished. Cities burned across continents. The sky, once familiar, was now a canvas of terror. Alien ships patrolled, searching for survivors. Those who escaped banded together, forming small, desperate groups. They fought back with whatever they could find, but it was not enough. The world watched in horror. News channels, the few that remained, broadcast images of the invasion. Governments issued desperate pleas for help, for unity. But the world was in chaos. Fear had crippled the global community. In the face of this overwhelming assault, a new kind of courage emerged. Ordinary people, thrust into extraordinary circumstances, rose to the challenge. Farmers became soldiers, teachers became leaders. The human spirit, when pushed to the brink, found a strength it never knew it possessed. The resistance was born not out of strategy or planning, but out of necessity. It was a fight for survival, pure and simple. And though the odds were stacked against them, humanity would not go down without a fight. We would make them pay for every inch of our world. From the ashes, a glimmer of hope emerged. Scientists, working tirelessly, discovered a weakness in the alien armor. A specific frequency, if amplified, could disrupt their technology. A weapon became conceivable, a chance to fight back. The resistance, now a global network, received the news with cautious optimism. A plan was hatched, a daring mission to build a device, a sonic cannon capable of harnessing the disruptive frequency. The fate of humanity rested on their success. The mission was fraught with danger. They had to gather materials, build the weapon, and deploy it without being detected. The aliens were everywhere, their surveillance relentless, but the resistance had learned to be cunning, to operate in the shadows. The world held its breath. The news of the weapon spread like wildfire, rekindling hope in the hearts of the oppressed. The fight was far from over, but for the first time since the invasion began, humanity had a fighting chance. Deep within the Amazon rainforest, a discovery was made. An archaeological team, hidden from the chaos, unearthed an ancient artifact, a disc of unknown metal, etched with strange symbols. It pulsed with an unknown energy. It was alien, but far older than the invaders. The artifact was transported to the resistance base, a hidden bunker deep beneath the Rocky Mountains. Scientists, baffled by its complexity, began studying it. They believed it held the key to understanding the invaders, their technology, and perhaps their weakness. The symbols on the artifact seemed to be a language, one that predated any known human civilization. Linguists, mathematicians, and historians were brought in. They worked day and night, trying to unlock the secrets of the ancient text. The fate of humanity might depend on their success. The discovery of the artifact was a beacon of hope in the darkest of times. It suggested that the invaders were not invincible, that they too had a past, a history, and within that history perhaps lay the key to their defeat. The artifact's secrets began to unravel. The symbols, it turned out, were not just a language, but a complex star map, intricately detailing the cosmos, and at its center a dire warning. The invaders, it seemed, were not mere conquerors, but refugees fleeing a dying empire, desperate for a new home, an empire that had destroyed itself through its own greed and aggression, leaving nothing but ruins and desolation in its wake. The warning was clear and ominous. The invaders, driven by desperation and a will to survive, sought to conquer Earth, to claim it as their own sanctuary. They had learned nothing from their past mistakes. They were doomed to repeat them, trapped in a cycle of destruction and conflict. But this time they wouldn't face a passive world. Earth was ready, prepared to defend itself against the impending threat. The discovery filled the resistance with resolve and determination. They knew what was at stake. We were fighting for more than just our survival now. We were fighting for our homes, our families, and our future. We were fighting for the future of Earth, for the chance to learn from the invaders' mistakes, to build a better, more united future. A future free from the cycle of violence and destruction. A future where peace and prosperity could thrive. The artifact not only provided a glimpse into the invaders' past, but also offered a glimmer of hope for the future, a beacon of possibility. It suggested that there were other civilizations out there, civilizations that had survived the perils of interstellar travel and the temptations of power, thriving in harmony. Perhaps one day we might even join them, becoming part of a greater interstellar community united in peace and progress. Section 6. Building the weapon. The artifact's knowledge was invaluable. It revealed the invaders' true weakness, a vulnerability in their energy source. The sonic cannon, modified using the alien technology, became a weapon of unimaginable power. It was humanity's last hope. The resistance, now a global force, prepared for a final stand. They would lure the invaders to a remote location, a trap designed to cripple their fleet. It was a risky gamble. If it failed, Earth would fall. The world watched, holding its breath. The final battle was about to begin. The fate of humanity, the future of Earth, hung in the balance. But for the first time since the invasion began, a sense of hope, however fragile, flickered in the hearts of men and women around the globe. The sonic cannon, a testament to human ingenuity and resilience, stood ready. It was more than just a weapon. It was a symbol of our refusal to surrender, our determination to protect our home, our planet, our future. The moment of truth had arrived. Section 7. The final stand. The invaders fell for the trap. Their fleet, lured by a false distress signal, converged on a deserted island chain. The sonic cannon, hidden within a volcanic caldera, fired. The effect was instantaneous. Alien ships, their shields failing, plummeted from the sky. The battle raged for days. The sky crackled with energy beams and fire. But the resistance, now united under a single banner, fought with the fury of the damned. They knew what was at stake. They were fighting for their lives, for their children's future. The tide turned. One by one, the alien ships were destroyed, their technology once so formidable crippled by the sonic cannon. The invaders, their invasion force decimated, were forced to retreat. Earth was saved. The victory came at a cost. Millions dead, cities in ruins, the planet scarred. But from the ashes, a new world would rise. A world united in the face of adversity, forged in the fires of conflict. Humanity had been tested and had emerged stronger. Section 8. A new dawn. The war was over. The invaders, defeated and demoralized, retreated to the stars, their once formidable armada now a shadow of its former self. Earth was left to rebuild. The task was daunting, but humanity, tempered by fire, was up to the challenge. Communities came together, united by a shared purpose to restore what was lost. A new era had begun. The artifact, now carefully studied, revealed more of its secrets. It was a beacon of hope, a symbol of the knowledge we had yet to uncover. It spoke of a vast network of civilizations spread across the galaxy, each with its own unique culture and history. A network that had learned to coexist, to share knowledge and resources, fostering peace and mutual respect. A network that Earth one day could join. The dream of becoming part of this interstellar community was now within reach. The invasion, though devastating, had been a wake-up call. It had shown us the fragility of our existence and the strength of our resolve. It had shattered the illusion of our isolation, forced us to confront our own mortality, and ultimately united us. In the face of adversity, we found our greatest strength. We had learned that we were not alone in the universe. The stars held more than just distant lights. They held the promise of new beginnings, and we had learned that we were capable of great things. When we stood together, our collective efforts could move mountains and bridge galaxies. A new spirit of cooperation swept the globe. Nations that once stood divided now worked hand in hand for a brighter future. Old rivalries were set aside. Borders became meaningless. The world was no longer a collection of isolated nations, but a unified whole. Humanity, for the first time in its history, was united in a common purpose. The dream of a peaceful, united world was becoming a reality. The task of rebuilding was immense, but the spirit was strong. With every brick laid and every structure rebuilt, hope was restored. Section 9. The universe unfolds. The future was uncertain, but it was ours to shape. We stood at the precipice of a new era, where the stars were no longer just distant lights in the sky, but destinations waiting to be explored. The artifact, a beacon from the stars, served as a reminder of both the dangers and the possibilities that lay beyond our world. It was a symbol of hope and a warning, urging us to tread carefully as we ventured into the unknown. We were no longer alone. The universe, once a mystery, was now a frontier. Our understanding of space had expanded, and with it our sense of responsibility to explore and protect the cosmos. The invasion had been a crucible, forging a new humanity from the fires of destruction. It tested our limits and pushed us to grow, to unite and to rebuild stronger than before. We had faced our fears, confronted our weaknesses, and emerged stronger. Our diversity became our strength, and our unity became our shield. The scars of the conflict remained, a reminder of the price of freedom, but they also served as a testament to our resilience. Each scar told a story of survival, of lessons learned, and of hope for a better future. The universe beckoned, filled with both wonder and danger. It was a vast expanse of opportunities and challenges waiting for us to explore and understand. We would venture out into the cosmos, not as conquerors, but as explorers, as learners. Our mission was to seek knowledge, to understand the universe, and to find our place within it. The lessons of the past would guide us, the spirit of unity would strengthen us, and the thirst for knowledge would drive us forward. Together, we would face the unknown with courage and curiosity. The journey ahead would be long, and there would be challenges, but humanity was ready. We had the resolve, the ingenuity, and the determination to overcome any obstacle. We had faced the abyss and emerged stronger. Our spirit was unbroken, and our resolve was unshaken. The future, once uncertain, was now filled with possibilities. We looked to the horizon with hope and determination, ready to embrace the challenges and opportunities that lay ahead. We had survived, we had endured, we had prevailed. Our journey was far from over, but we were ready for whatever came next. We were ready for the universe. With hearts full of hope and minds eager to learn, we set forth into the cosmos, united in our quest for knowledge and understanding.